long time no see, and I apologize for the jump scare that is my unmade up face. I promise it's part of the bit. Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, and today I'm going to be doing a little update video, giving you some life updates, writing updates, everything that you could possibly want, because I've been gone for about a month. You probably didn't notice, and that's fine. I do have Blue under here, so apologies for any dog noises you may hear. He's being a very good boy, little Winnie. The catch though, and the reason why I am barefaced, is because I'm going to be giving you all these updates while I get ready. Two birds, one stone. Recently, I have not been getting ready very often. It's just, I haven't been wearing a lot of makeup. I've been doing a lot of skincare stuff instead. But today, I woke up, knew I was going to film this video, and I thought, why not add a gimmick to it? A bit, if you will. There's Blue, by the way. He's decided to wander around because that's his prerogative. Anyway, I have to take some pictures today. I have to do some video stuff. So I'm gonna give you my updates while I get ready. And if the updates aren't done by the time I'm done with my face, it's not happening. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm gonna start off today by putting on my sunscreen, even though it is currently snowing outside. Gotta keep SPF'd. And usually, for the past couple of weeks, this is where I've stopped with my makeup. So let's start with the most obvious update, and that is Cruel Summer related. That is the project with the most traction, the one that I've worked on the most, the one that has the most stuff to talk about. I did 2 revisions in March, one of which was a developmental one, which was, I sent back my last big revision in January, and then did another revision in March because my agent got back to me at the end of February. And so I actually went on a vacation to California to go to the Indian Wells Tennis Masters, and I had a great time. And I did work on Cruel Summer while I was there, and then I ended up finishing it 3/4 of the way through March. So the revisions that I got back at the end of February and worked on through March had a lot of notes from my agent, line edity stuff, you know, moving different pieces, different sentences to different places, revising that, and adding the last few bits of developmental editing that were needed for that. So just adding layers, getting it as perfect as possible. And it was just super helpful. It was a super fun experience having those line edits and notes from my agent. And it just once again proved that they know this book and what I'm trying to do with it so well. Like, it was once again just really validating and reassuring to be like, yeah, they get it. Stop chewing my chair. So that was super nice. I had a great time doing it. I was really nervous though. I will not lie to you, because I did not know what to expect. I kept being afraid I was gonna fuck it up, or like I was gonna like ruin the book, which is kind of silly looking back in hindsight. But those were some of the things that I was feeling. I was a little bit worried about, but ultimately we were fine. We were great. It was great. What I did with the edits, they thought it was getting so close to submission, and by the time that this video goes live, it will probably be on submission, which if you're like, what the fuck is submission? Because you don't know much about TradPub, or you know, it's not something you've looked into. Submission is basically where my agent has been pitching editors from publishing houses like the Big Five, or I guess it's the Big Four now, but not important. Places like Penguin Random House, Macmillan, Simon & Schuster. I'm just like a little bit in awe of some of the editors that are on the list. We'll be sending the book to them if they request it. Hopefully they will want to buy it. And if they do, that means you will have Cruel Summer in your hands at some point, which is what we're all hoping for. You're not getting your makeup done, okay? You're not having that. It's not dog friendly. I think this will probably be my last submission update, or the last time that I talk kind of about Cruel Summer in this way, until I have any big news, because it's pretty much just a waiting game, and I won't really have a lot of things to say until someone wants to buy it. But until then, that's kind of it for Cruel Summer. That's all she wrote, literally. Now that Cruel Summer is out of my hands at the moment, what am I working on now? I've been spending a lot of time focusing on revision and social media stuff, and I just have not had any time to draft. And if you know anything about me, I love to draft. Drafting is my favorite thing in the entire world. If I could just draft books forever, that would be fantastic. It would be lovely for me and my mental health, because I love to draft. Revision, not so much, but it is a necessary evil, therefore I must do it. So I've been doing a lot of it recently, and I've kind of fallen out of the habit of drafting, which has been a little bit scary for me. I want to draft, but I'm also at the same time like, I have other things that I need to do. For example, which you'll also have a vlog about this eventually, I'm working on blurbs. I guess you could kind of call them proposals for the other Soulmate books in the Soulmate series. I have 3 other ones that I would love to write, but you know, at this moment, if Cruel Summer doesn't sell, or if it does sell and they don't want the other ones, like I don't want to have wasted time working on those and like writing those drafts if they're not gonna be useful to me. And so that's what I've been doing a little bit on the side. I have a bunch of other stuff that I've, you know, we'll talk about in a minute, minute as well. That has kind of been taking me away from drafting stuff. So to kind of combat this, I have started a new kind of project writing experiment with one of my very close friends, Devesha, aka Great Fry, where for 30 minutes every day, we're going to draft a bit of our books. She also has a royalty book that she's going to be kind of dipping her toes into on the side. She also has a pirate project that is like her main project. We kind of decided we're going to do this together and just for 30 minutes, and we're going to send each other our most awful lines because this is just a fast draft of 30 minutes of word vomit just to get back into the groove. I don't think I've talked about this book project now that I'm thinking about it on this channel. If you follow me on my Instagram or my newsletter, you will know a little bit more about it, but in case you don't, the next kind of romance novel that I'm going to be working on, if it's not the rest of the Soulmate books, is going to be a modern royalty romance book series, hopefully. I love writing siblings. Are we surprised there's siblings in this series that I have planned and working on the first book? I'm going to be going more into the idea and kind of how it came about in a future vlog. It's kind of out of the scope of this update video. You can read more about it obviously on my Instagram or on my newsletter. Cheeky plug. There's just a lot less pressure, a lot less time commitment into this drafting experiment. Basically, you know, I think it'll be good for me just to kind of get back into the flow of things, because I just feel like so much of my work at the moment is just all over the place. I'm spending a lot of time doing a lot of different things, and I'm really enjoying doing those different things. I will specifically have time carved out for this book writing, and you know, even if it's just like 4 words in a day, so be it. I have planned this book out, the one that I'm writing. I do have a loose outline, but who knows what could happen with it. It could go very quickly off the rails. Who knows? Certainly not me. That's what I'm going to be doing writing wise, along with the blurbs. You'll hopefully have vlogs kind of talking more about it. So finally, let's talk about social media and Patreon ? So I've been trying to find a groove and routine when it comes to doing social media so it doesn't take up every single inch of my time, because at the moment it kind of is. And I just want to preface this by saying everything that I'm saying is not a complaint. This is not me complaining at all. I love doing this stuff. It just, I'm trying to find a balance between all of these things that I'm trying to do, as well as trying to be a writer, because being a writer is ultimately what my career wants to be, not a social media influencer. Not that I think I'm social media influencing in the slightest. I'm hoping to get back on a YouTube schedule, keep up with my Instagram as well. I've been doing a lot of fun creative things with my Instagram at the moment, and I'm really enjoying making my Instagram content, even though it kind of takes forever. I don't know why I'm appearing so shiny on camera. I do not look as shiny in my mirror. Now, the Patreon is hypothetical, and I'm still researching what goes into it, because it's a lot different than, you know, making posts or videos and stuff where all you have to pay for is with your time and you can click off of it. Whereas, you know, if I'm asking for money, I want to make sure that I'm creating content that is worth paying for. That is subjective, and everyone is different, and you know, they get different things out of, you know, a Patreon or a Ko-Fi or something. I just want to make sure that I'm doing it right, that I'm doing it well, that I'm doing it so that, you know, it's not a waste, so to speak. And I'm also bringing this up here because I want to get you guys' opinion on author Patreons, on social media stuff. I already have a bunch of ideas that I could go for. I have some other things that I have to research for first and like make sure that it's okay to do those things. My question for you guys is, what do you want from an author platform, from an author Patreon? 2 of my favorite authors that run Patreons are Laini Taylor and Katie Robert. They both have, I think, great Patreons. I love subscribing to them, and I'm gonna be researching other ones, but let me know what kind of things you guys enjoy in your Patreon, and also if there's other author Patreons that you really enjoy and I could take inspiration from and kind of see what they do successfully, because, you know, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, or whatever the fuck that quote is. So please leave me a comment down below or in a DM if you have any thoughts about an author Patreon, because, you know, this is a place for me to discuss those things and to kind of see what you guys would want to see from me, from other authors in a Patreon, because ultimately it is you guys who would be paying for it, and I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the best content, what you would actually want to see, and not just what I think you would want to see. So we're just putting on my lipstick last. I'm gonna probably put on one more coat of mascara, and I think that'll be the end of the video, because I think with that, my makeup's done. I don't know how I managed to do this. I didn't actually know if this would work, if I'd actually be able to do it in time, huh? There's a little nose you can see. Feels good to put on makeup again. It feels good to kind of feel like I'm getting back into the rhythm and flow of a YouTube channel. This was the first social media that I actually started like consistently using and actually gaining, I don't say platform because that feels pretentious as fuck. We're all friends here. We're all friends. And sorry I have abandoned and neglected you guys for so long. I'm hoping to start up again with doing all of the things that I love doing on YouTube, as well as keeping a hold of all the other strings and things that I'm juggling at the moment with my other social media, with writing, with all of that good stuff. So, oh, you can kind of see my greasy roots though. Let's keep it swished over here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for bearing with me through this kind of rambly get ready with me thing. I still have no idea why I look so fucking shiny on camera. I promise you, I am not actually that shiny in real life. Like, literally not at all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and you want to see more get ready with me's. I've done a bunch of them in the past. You know, subscribe if you want to see more of my rambling face, and follow along in my journey. And that is also the sign, because my sun lamp just went off and now I look less shiny. So that clearly was the answer. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.